Alright, it's not drivable yet, but I wanted to throw a quick little update at you. I got the intercooler mounted and plumbed. Ended up not using the intercooler I had. Bought one with the bottom in and out so it would work better. Just has a short little aluminum 90 and then a 90 elbow, silicone elbow into the intercooler. The other side, kind of the same 90 here, and then you can't really see it, but there's two 90s, and then it comes up into this pipe that I made. The 90s in the aluminum are too long of a radius, and I couldn't get them to work on either end, so I used the silicone 90s. I also ended up buying this radiator. It's a Champion. I mean, it was $162 shipped or something. It's really cheap, but it seems to be well made. And then I made this fan shroud that you can see. I put a couple little flaps in there to help get air out of it going down the highway, because it's just got a 16-inch fan, and the shroud's pretty close to the fins. I mean, it's like 3/4 or almost an inch away from the core, but it's fairly tight. And then, you can see here I pushed the pulley on the truck water pump as far as I could go, which ran the belt out a lot farther on the pulley, which gave me, you can see there's a little bit of room there, but not a whole lot. It's the tightest right there, but it clears. Ended up moving the battery over here. On most cars it's over there, or those Chevy 2 stuff. Here's how I'm mounting the truck computer, and it's just up here for now because I'm just using a stock harness. I didn't really want to spend the $500 and whatever dollars for a harness right now, because I'm trying to do it on the cheap. So it's gonna route. This is about one of the last things I've got to do. If you look here, all I did was I pulled these screws out that hold the cover on and welded like a 1/4-inch bolt right to it. I used a little TIG welder, but you can use, you can MIG weld it. And then on the other side of the fender, you can see I just got a nut. And then also there's another nut here to space it out, but it worked like perfect. I mean, it's got a little bit of air clearance in between there, and it's gonna work out nice. Everything, all my return lines and hoses and everything clear. No issues with anything. I got the fuel system all done. I ended up wiring in an ethanol content sensor, which these are the 2 wires for it. I gotta wire those in. Basically, here's all my power feeds off of the truck. I don't know what there's that. The factory truck has that little red block down there. I ran all those wires out of that. It usually mounts like right over here on the alternator bracket. I'm not using it. What else? Oh, here's a 3-bar map sensor. This came from EFI source, but it doesn't look like a GM sensor. It probably came from China or whatever, so we'll see how that goes. I bought the cheapest ethanol content sensor I could find, or close to it. It was like $30 or something, and another $10 for the harness shipped. Ended up, my pigtail here for this inlet air temperature sensor came in, so I got it wired in, got rid of the mass airflow wiring and all that. Let me see here. What else? Stupid turbo blankets, more trouble than it's probably worth, but it was close to stuff, so I got one. Just gonna go hater pipe for now. That's about it. I don't know, the rest of the stuff's kind of Chevy 2 specific, so I'm not gonna probably get into anything else right now. Hit me up if you have any questions in the comments. I'll help wherever I can.